Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Subaru in Ewing, New Jersey to take a look at a brand new 2023 Subaru Outback. This is an Onyx edition Outback in autumn green metallic. So we're going to take a look at this, see what it brings to this, according to Subaru, SUV market, even though the Outback to me has always been a lifted wagon. So let's dig in. All right, front end action on this Subaru Outback Onyx Edition. Flat black on the entire front part of the grille, Subaru badge in the middle, LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps down below, standard bulbs for turn signals. I don't like the fake side air curtain vents they have there. Just punch them out and make them functional if you're going to put those on there. But overall, it's a good looking front end on this Outback. All right, wheel and tire package on this Subaru Outback Onyx. We have an 18-inch gloss black wheel, Subaru badge in the middle, standard brake and rotor package. Nothing crazy going on there. These wheels are wrapped in Yokohama Avid GT all-season tires, 225 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Full side profile on this Outback Onyx Edition. I like the autumn green. It's a breath of fresh air for Subaru, bringing out a different color like this compared to what I normally see on a Subaru, which is white, silver, black, gray. So this is a nice change of pace. I like how it looks. I even like how it plays off against the flat black on the wheel wells and along the door sills. And of course, the giant roof rack up top, or roof rails. It looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think about the color in the comments. Moving in closer, we are gloss black on the side view mirror with LED turn signal, color matched on the front and the rear door handle. Our fuel filler door is on the right side of the vehicle. Up top, we do have a roof spoiler coming off the back, flat black on the roof rails, flat black on the shark fin antenna, with a color matched roof and a standard sunroof. All right, we're looking at the rear end of this Outback Onyx Edition. Again, we have that roof spoiler coming off the top. Our rear wipers down below on the glass. We have the Subaru badge in the middle. Then on the left side, in black, Subaru all-wheel drive. And then on the right side of the tailgate, Outback in black. Flat black along the bumper, nice and plain, nice and smooth. And we have our exhaust coming out the left side, tucked up underneath. All right, we're under the hood of this 2023 Outback Onyx Edition. What are we looking at for a power plant? We have Subaru's 2.5 liter naturally aspirated flat 4 engine mated to a CVT transmission. 182 horsepower, 176 pound-feet of torque, MPGs 26 in the city, 32 on the highway, 28 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior of this 2023 Outback's Onyx Edition, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this beautiful autumn green metallic Outback cost? Well, MSRP for the Outback Onyx Edition before options is $33,495. Now, as far as options go, we have option package 22 for additional $1,845. That is the power moonroof, reverse automatic braking, and the Subaru Starlink 11.6 multimedia navigation system. Then we have to add in an extra $285 for the exterior auto dim mirrors, an extra $275 for the LED door projectors. Then we have an extra $188 for the door edge guards, an extra $167 for the rear bumper cover, and then an extra $141 for the all-weather floor liners. After we add in $1,225 for destination and delivery, our total MSRP for this vehicle is $37,621. So let's check out that interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator, all rubber finish. Here are the all-season mats with the Subaru emblem on them, looking good. We do have a Subaru flat plastic door sill plate, Seats, we have power seats with lumbar for the driver, manual assist for the front passenger, and then we have these nice two-tone dark gray, light gray, back to dark gray again, with the lime green stitching. This is Subaru's StarTex water repellent upholstery. So easy to clean, easy to wash out, nice bolstering, nice headrest, nice design on the seat. Looking good here on this Subaru Outback. Door panel action, I like the design of the door panel, especially that lime green stitching coming right down at an angle. Gives the door panel some flair, some excitement to it. Soft touch up top. We have some gloss black plastic around that chrome door handle, flat black on the switchgear, a nice soft door armrest, but a really nice looking door panel. We come over to the dash. We have soft touch here, StarTex here with this gray stitching. And then we have more StarTex with the lime green stitching, some gloss black here on this shelf, which it's okay. And then down here, we have a nice large glove box. All right, infotainment system. We've seen this system before. This is Subaru's 11.6-inch Starlink multimedia system with navigation. It is, as you can see, integrated into the dash and not just stuck on like an iPad, which I like. Heat and air vents on either side. This is based on the TomTom software. So when you want to go in and out, it's not as smooth. It's a little glitchy. Would like to see this, as you can see, a bit smoother. There is a bit of delay when you're trying to pinch to zoom or move out on this. But you do have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, which is a nice touch. As you remember, in the old system, in the old design, you had that dual panel. You had your navigation system here, and then you had another panel up top. They incorporated that panel into the top part here, so you can change this separately, however you would like to get more performance information or weather or your X modes, which we'll show you in a minute. But I like how they integrated that into a dual panel action, which is kind of cool. You do have your Bluetooth in your phone. You have your Wi-Fi hotspot and all that jazz. But the big deal here is the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto with this new system. As we move down further, we have dual climate control. We do have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, which is a nice touch. In the middle here, you can control your fan speed, driver profiles. You have your managing your devices. Your home button is in the middle, where you can go to the different apps that are in here, which is nice. We can go to our settings, and then this is where we can adjust clocks, adjust our Wi-Fi hotspot action. We can go down, we go to valet mode and all sorts of other stuff. Set our language, tire pressure. What tire pressure should be in here when you need to put air in the tire, which is a nice, easy way to do that. Birthday lists of your friends, anniversary lists. They got all sorts of action going on in this system. So it is really nice. We can go to your navigation and see how you want to have that set up. How do you want to have your sound set up? So they have some good stuff here in this Subaru Starlink system. Or we can go back to map. And there we go. And we're back in business. Rear backup camera time. It's nice and clear with trajectory, which I do like, but we have a blank screen down here. It would have been nice to have that all one screen, but you still get a pretty good size. And then here's our X modes up top, of course. So, but overall, pretty good. I do prefer myself the, instead of the vertical display, I like the landscape display better, or the horizontal display a little bit better than this big vertical one. Let me know how you feel about that in the comments. As we come down further, there we go. We have an aux jack, a USB-C, a USB-A, electronic parking brake. Here's the gear shift that's going to take you through the 8 simulated gears of the CVT transmission. Down further, 2 cup holders with some nice aluminum trim. And then here's our Subaru key fob lock. The Subaru emblem is unlocked. Pop the tailgate, panic button. Nice weight. And then we have our center armrest, semi-soft with that StarTex material and the gray stitching. We open that up. We have a nice area for storage and a 12-volt. Subaru steering wheel, nice leather wrap steering wheel, which is interesting. Star Tex on the seats, but we do have a leather wrap on the steering wheel. Nice 10 and 2 notches. The gray stitching, Subaru badge on the horn button. We have some nice brushed aluminum trim around it to lift up the wheel a bit. We have flat black on our switchgear. On the left side here, you have your telephone voice commands, and then your buttons to go through the dash and multimedia system. And then on the right side, you have your adaptive cruise control, safety suite controls. We do have paddles to go up and down the simulated gears of this CVT. Here are the controls for your headlights and fog lamps. And then on the right side, your front and rear wiper. Down below, we can pop the tailgate. We have or brighten and dim the dash, memory tailgate off. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel, and then in the center we have that analog digital combo. We have analog gauges for our speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature, and then we have a small 4-inch display in the center where you can go through other information that you may want to see as you're driving down the road. So it is a nice and easy system to operate, and everything is right in front of you as far as you would like. And now, as we look at our X mode action, we have our normal, and then we have snow, dirt, and then we have deep snow and mud. So they got you covered with the X modes as well. And as you turn them on, then you're going to get that X mode pop up in the digital portion of the dash to let you know which one you're in, which is pretty cool. All right, your overhead console here in this Outback, and right away we have the SOS button in case you have an emergency out on the road. Subaru Connect. Then if you want the LED dome lighting to come on when you close the door, this switch set all the way to the left on door. You open it up, the lighting comes on, close it up, the lighting dims out. Now we have our standard style sunroof, moonroof, whatever you want to call it. Shade is manual. And then from the center, we can just click it once and it opens up. Nice and easy. Click it back once and it closes. And then you slide the shade shut. Sun visor with vanity and lighting. And does it slide? Of course, because all Subarus slide. There you go. Good job. All right, getting in the back row of the Subaru Outback Onyx Edition. The seat is set for my driving position, and we'll just move right on in. Very nice and easy to get into. Nice amount of knee space, nice amount of headroom, shoulder width room at 5'11". I like the fact that we have the stitching in the back and the Star Tex all the way down. We have 2 pockets with stitching, really, really nice. No plastic on the backs behind both front seats, which is nice. In the back here, you do have 2 heat and air vents, and then a USB-C and a USB-A. And then the door panels, nice door panel, same use of materials, same use of stitching all the way around. Here's that front door panel, looking good. The back door panel, looking the same vibe, same materials. I like that. We come to the back seats. Again, the Star Tex material with the stitching, with the headrest, with the dual design looking good. And then we have our armrest, nice and soft, 2 cup holders. So they got you covered in the back of this Subaru Outback Onyx, and it is a very comfortable place to be here in the back seat. All right, rear cargo area. Pop the tailgate. We can do it from the key fob, we can do it from the dash, or we can come to the back and we can hit the button. Up it comes. Electric assist on the way up, electric assist on the way down using this button, which is nice. Nice amount of space here in the back of this Subaru Outback. Plenty of room for larger items. And we have the carpeted floor mats that say Onyx Edition on them with that lime green stitching. So I love the way these look. We have the front license plate bracket. We have the all-weather cargo mat here. And then underneath here, if we open this up, we have a jack and some tools. And you know what that means. When there's a jack, there's a spare underneath there. Thank you very much. We got some cubbies on either side. with a cargo net and some wheel locks. And then in the back here, we have some tie downs, as you can see, which is a nice touch. And then we have levers to take down the back seats. We do have this security shade here, which is removable if you don't want it. Take the back seats down, you just pull the lever, and down they go. And now we have plenty of space for those larger items. So a really good use of space. And if you need anything tall, you can just take this out and ditch it. I would probably take it out, put it somewhere, because I don't really use these things, but it seems like everybody's got one nowadays. But there you go, a nice amount of space here in the back of this Subaru Onyx Edition. The only thing I don't see back here, ooh, I found it. 12 volt for power. I just got to hit it right here on almost outside the car. It's so close to where the tailgate closes. But there you go. Great use of space here by Subaru in the back. All right, here's the window sticker for this 2023 Subaru Outback Onyx Edition in this autumn green metallic. My apologies for the glare out here, but it is very cloudy and just got done raining. I'm going to zoom in and see if you can see better what the standard equipment is on this vehicle. And then our optional equipment. And then down below, there is the price. Take her out for a spin. All right, we are driving down the road in this 2023 Subaru Outback Onyx Edition in that autumn green metallic. And right away, very, very easy to drive this Outback. Steering is nice and light. It's a little vague, you know, there's not going to be any feedback coming through the wheel for you. That's okay. This is a car you're going to be driving around town, hauling your family or friends and your gear around. Well damped on the suspension, nice and smooth. No issues, plenty of visibility out the front windshield, back window, side glass, no problem. I got all my safety suite of technology in here, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that in the Subaru EyeSight system right up here. So they got you covered with that. You have the naturally aspirated 2.5 liter flat 4. Takes off very easily, very smoothly. This CVT transmission is fairly smooth. They have the simulated gears to knock down the noise coming from the transmission. So it is simulating finding a gear to lower those revs down to a nice level to keep everything quiet. I'm not getting any vibrations really coming through the chassis into the seat or into the wheel, which is nice. These all-season tires give it a nice smooth ride. So overall, it is just a really good package here in the Onyx Edition. Now, this is not the Onyx XT. That's up the food chain. This is the Onyx Edition, which I really like because it reminds me very much of a limited trim vehicle with some nice interior appointments. Even though this is not leather seating surfaces, that's fine. It's the StarTex seating surface, which is really good because it's soft. It feels a little like leather, but it's not. And if you get it dirty, it'll just wipe right out. And if you get it wet, it's water repellent. So they got you covered. So I think it's very practical for Subaru to put this in here, even though this is not a wilderness trim designed to be off-road. It is designed for street use. But the other thing that's a positive is that we have a standard ground clearance on this Onyx Edition at 8.7 inches, which is terrific because most of the competition with their off-road trims are going to be less than this Onyx Edition standard ground clearance at 8.7. And if you really need more, you can go with the Wilderness and go 9.7. So they really got you covered with some nice ground clearance. And that's what always makes me think of the Outback as a lifted wagon rather than an SUV, even though Subaru officially classifies it as an SUV. It drives more like a car. It feels more like a car to me, and that's why I go lifted wagon with this Subaru Outback Onyx Edition. All right, now we're through and we're getting ready to merge on the highway. See how this handles the highway merge, since we do not have the turbo engine in this Onyx Edition. There you go, very simple, very easy, very confident, easy to see in my blind spot. Plus I have the technology. Now we're up to highway speed at 70. Everything is smooth. I don't know if you can hear that, but we are getting a little wind noise, a little noise from outside the vehicle, but overall it's pretty quiet for this class of car, I would say. And we're zipping down the road, no problem. And I feel very confident getting on the highway with this. Blind spot monitor is going off right now. See, somebody's coming by me on the left. So nice. Now we're getting off. We'll see how this handles here on the off ramp. Again, this is not a corner carver. We're going to have a lot of body roll in here, but the handling is good. The steering is good, even though it's light. Car goes where you want it to go. And now here we are back on the back roads. Nice and simple. Very easy to handle this vehicle. Very easy to handle it. All right, now we're going to make a turn, start heading back towards the dealership. Trying to find a place where there's nobody behind me so we can do an emergency stop without causing a bunch of havoc. So we're going to do that. 2, 1. Look at that. Nice and linear, no pulling the wheel. Take off. Now this is not a fast car, but it doesn't need to be, because that's not what it's designed for. It's designed to give you plenty of room, like I said earlier, for your passengers, your friends, your gear, and to deliver good gas mileage. And that's why we see the CVT in here. CVT is not one of my favorites. Everybody knows that, especially at a $37,000 price point. I would prefer having a regular automatic transmission than the simulated gears of a CVT, but it does aid in gas mileage, and this does get pretty good gas mileage. Again, holding its line really well through this slight curve. So let me know what you guys think. Subaru Outback Onyx Edition, is this something that would interest you based on what you're getting on the interior, versus having to go up maybe to the Onyx Edition XT to get more? I would like to see, for this price point though, a wireless charging pad in here. It is not here. That would have been nice. But overall, it's a pretty darn good package and a compelling value at this price point. So let me know. Outback Onyx XT Edition, do you need, or are you going to go Wilderness? We've seen a few of these this year. Let me know what you think. Or are you going to go to the competition for your SUV? Toyota RAV4 comes to mind, as well as maybe your Korean competition or Honda. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I think we're going to wrap up this review right here as it starts to rain again. So I want to thank Ciocca Subaru here in Ewing, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this 2023 Subaru Outback Onyx Edition for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.